guys, it's Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about something that a lot of us as resellers have heard once or twice or a million times before, and that is how thrift stores are for poor people. I cannot tell you how many times I have heard this. And I can understand, honestly, I can understand the logic behind people who say this. And, you know, they basically feel like we are taking from people who are more in need of it than we are. And I get that. However, most of these thrift stores, at least the ones that I shop at, these thrift stores have charity programs that my money is going to. Everything that I'm buying from them is helping their employees, it's helping keep their store open, it's paying their light bill, it's going, I donate, and it's going to the charity program to get more people back to work, because I mainly shop at Goodwill, and that is their whole slogan, getting people back to work. They want to help people work and to get out of that rut of being poor. So I feel like, yes, things at thrift stores are cheap. However, they're not that cheap anymore. Things are going up in price, and when you compare the price of a lot of items at Goodwill to like Walmart or Target, I mean, there's not much of a difference. Like, there isn't, you know. Prices are going up everywhere. And I myself, I have been shopping at thrift stores since I can remember. Like, before reselling, I was always shopping at thrift stores. When you're a teenager, you don't have any money, guess where? You're going to go find stuff at the thrift store. So, you know, I've had friends who would not step into a thrift store. They thought it was disgusting. And then I had friends who loved it, and we went all the time. So there's a lot of people who feel a lot of different ways. But I don't see a problem with it. I never will see a problem with it, because like I said, it's something that I've been doing my entire life. I've been shopping at these stores forever. So it's really hard to not go to the places that I've always been going. And if I see something that I feel like I can make some more money off of, then I'm going to buy it for the price that they have it listed at, and I'm going to resell it. Like, that's all to it. Like, there's nothing anybody can say to me that's going to change my mind on that, because I know the programs that these thrift stores have for the poor. And I also know the amount of things donated to these stores on a daily basis. It's crazy. Like, I'm sorry. Yes, there are some poor people in my area, but the amount of things that are being donated, there's not a shortage of clothing or shoes by any means. So basically, I shop on the dollar racks only most of the time. I pay up a little bit for certain things on occasion, but I prefer the dollar racks. And the main reason that I shop the dollar racks is because those items have been in the store for so long that they're about to transfer all of that stuff to the Goodwill outlet, which is where they sell everything by a pound. And when you go to the outlet, you have about 50% of those people who shop there are resellers, and the other 50% are people who are packing everything up and sending it to Mexico because their families aren't able to afford shoes or clothes. And it's mainly for children that they're looking for. I do not resell children's clothes unless it's my own child's clothing that I've purchased for her, stuff that she's outgrown. But there is an abundance of women's clothing. It's just everywhere, you know? So when people go to the bins, and they ended up on Sundays, they auction off whatever hasn't been sold. They bail up and they auction off. So I'm not sure exactly who is buying these at the auctions. I don't know how to go to one of these auctions, but if you've watched, I don't remember the name of the video, but I will link it here once I find it, or I'll put the link in the description so you can go watch it. But it talks about the amount of waste, the amount of items that are sent overseas the majority of the time, or thrown in the, or taken to the landfill. So most clothes are donated to Africa, and it's literally donated to people who are reselling those items. And what they can't resell, they just throw away. That's it. And I want to say in the video I watched, they said it was over 250,000 pounds of clothes are sent to Africa every, was it every week, every month? I don't know. It was crazy. And I'll put those numbers down here just so you can see what it was, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, like, there's a lot of clothes to go around, and there are plenty of charities, churches, tons of programs for poor people to get their clothes for free. They don't even have to buy their clothes. So I don't feel bad for shopping at a thrift store. Like I said, I'm helping. And a lot of people wouldn't agree. I know this is a touchy subject for a lot of different people, but I would love to hear like what your opinion is on thrift stores. Like, do you feel like you're doing your part by purchasing items to resell and you're giving to the poor? Or do you feel like maybe you don't even, maybe you don't even shop at thrift stores to resell? A lot of people don't. There are a lot of people who only go to like buy, sell, trade stores, which they usually pay more, but it's basically the same thing. You have people who are selling their clothes to these companies, and then they jack the price up a little bit, and then there's people coming in buying those things to resell for a little bit higher of a price. So it's basically the exact same thing when you think about it, but you don't hear people complaining about that. It's always just thrift stores, if it's called a thrift store. So I don't know. But it bothers me because it's just, like I said, it's something that I've done my entire life. So it's just what I'm used to. Like, I just buy all my clothes at the thrift store, and sometimes I see something that might not fit me that I know I could make some money off of, and I do that because I need money too. I have bills to pay, and my bills some months are behind because reselling doesn't pay all the bills. Yeah, I could go out and get a job and work for somebody else's dream, but I'm choosing to save up money by doing this so I can do what I actually want to do. And I don't see a problem with that. And yeah. So I know this video was just kind of all over the place. That's how I am. So my mind goes like all over. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I'm sure I will see your dislike. I will talk to you all in my next video. Have a great night. Bye.